Hello there, my name's Scott and I'm going to be doing a review on two e-liquid flavours from the Decaying Gold label range, which I received from www.totaleliquid.co.uk. Before I start though, I must point out I did receive them free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, for my opinion of products remain true on this network as always. Okay, so the two flavours I'm going to review are the Western Conqueror and the Story of Lip. They're both 18mg strength, a mixture of PG and VG, though I'm not too sure what the ratios are. I'm going to be using it on a Z-Max, which is currently set at 6 watts, with a fresh free-ohm bow atomizer, one for each flavour. Okay, so I'm going to start off then with the Western Conqueror. So like vapour wise, you're getting plenty of vapour out of it, but just bear in mind that the amount of vapour you're going to get will be very dependent on your own sort of personal setup with regards to what sort of device you're using, what sort of atomizer or cartomizer, the resistance, etc, etc. But with the setup I've got here, getting tons of vapour. Now flavour wise, it's meant to be like a tobacco flavour. Well, I'm assuming it is anyway, and there is a very strong tobacco flavour there, and it's quite a rich tobacco as well. It's not a faint flavour, it really is quite strong. But what's equally as strong though, what I'm finding, is that it's a very strong coffee with a hint of chocolate. The main dominant flavour being the coffee out of the two though. So for me, I really would describe this as like a coffee tobacco with a hint of chocolate thrown into the mix really. Now, I love coffee, I drink it all day long, but I've never been keen on sort of coffee flavoured sweets or coffee flavoured desserts like ice cream, etc. And I don't really enjoy sort of coffee flavoured e-liquids at all. Now, luckily with this one, the tobacco flavour is pretty much equally as strong as the coffee. So it does make it sort of fairly palatable, and it is quite a nice flavour. I have sort of spent quite a few hours sort of vaping on it, but it's definitely not something that I'm going to be vaping on sort of all day long basically. But it is quite a nice flavour though. But it is for me a coffee and tobacco. I think the actual tobacco flavour on its own would be really nice if it didn't have that coffee side to it, because it is actually a really nice tobacco flavour. But the coffee flavour in it is very strong, just with a hint of chocolate there as well. Okay, so I'm going to go on then to the Story of Lip, which doesn't give you any sort of indication at all what the flavour's meant to be. So if somebody was going along to the website and never tried it before and they saw Story of Lip, they'll probably think, what the hell's that? So anyway, this is Story of Lip. And for me, this is a very, very nice flavour, very nice and refreshing. Story of Lip translates as what I would describe as like a black cherry. Not overly strong flavour, but it's definitely not weak either. It's just perfect really, the actual amount of flavouring in there. But for me, the actual sort of dominant flavour is definitely a very nice and a very authentic black cherry flavouring. I think there might well be some other flavours in there, but they're sort of right at the background, so it's very hard to sort of try and pick them out. I'm sure if I sort of read like the website description, which I'm going to assume is some sort of description on the website, and actually sort of tells you what the flavours are, I'll probably be able to sort of say to myself, oh yeah, I can sort of pick that out now, I can pick that out. But for me, this is, without a doubt, the main flavour is just a very, very nice black cherry. And I'm not really greatly into sort of fruity flavours, but I have really enjoyed this one. And I have actually gone a whole day vaping it, so that sort of shows you something. And like I said, it's not an overly strong flavour, so you're not going to get sort of sick of it quite quickly. but it's not weak enough for you to sort of get bored of it. For me, the actual sort of strength of the flavouring is sort of pretty much spot on. And if you like black cherry sort of flavourings, I'm sure you'd actually really enjoy this e-liquid. Both of them are producing a nice sort of strong throat hit, getting a nice sort of strong kick in the back of the throat. But obviously, again, that will also sort of be fairly dependent on what sort of setup you're using as well. Not a great deal else I can really tell you, so if you fancy trying them out for yourself, go along to www.totaleliquid.co.uk. Thank you very much for watching, and also come along and visit my website at www.e-cig-reviews.com. That's e-cig-reviews.com. Cheers guys, happy vaping, see you later.